Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. What I have here is my buddy's 2012 Ford F150 Lariat edition. He told me that the car is kind of vibrating real bad while driving. It's shaking. So the first thing that came to my mind, it could be like, you know, it's an electrical issue. Most of the time it becomes an electrical issue. But we're gonna hook up the bluedrive. We're gonna read the code because his check engine lights on as well. So you know that's an indication something's going on. So we're gonna hook that up and let's see what it is. Let's see what the code is, and let's try to diagnose the problem. So stay tuned. All right, we're gonna launch the app. Let's see. We're gonna launch bluedrive, and what it's gonna do is gonna connect to the sensor. And once it connects to the sensor, we're just gonna turn the ignition on without turning the car on. I'm gonna give it a few seconds. Let's see. Probably have to have the keys here. All right. The key wasn't here, so hold on. All right. Alright, so we put the bluedrive in. It is connected to the app now. So we're gonna run, we're gonna hit read code, check engine light, and we're just gonna see, it's gonna ask you how many miles the car has. The car has about 87,000 miles on it. So it says one confirmed code, cylinder 3 misfire detected. So I already determined this was gonna be some sort of electrical issues. So cylinder 3 is misfiring. So now we're gonna have to go find cylinder 3 on the engine, open it up. I'm thinking it's the spark plug, so that's the first thing we're gonna diagnose. Take the spark plug out, see what the spark plug looks like, and go from there. It's not, I hope it's not gonna be a complicated fix. I hope it's just a spark plug issue. Now my friend told me that he changed the plugs on this car at 45,000 miles. So it has about 40,000 miles on the car at this point. So I'm hoping it's a carbon buildup and nothing worse. So let's go from there. Let's take out the spark plug from cylinder 3 and figure out what's going on. All right, guys. So I looked at the graph for this car. So this is cylinder 1. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the code said number 3. If you can see right here, these plugs, they have a little connector right there. So we're gonna have to pull the connector out, and then you're gonna remove this like so. This is basically what gives the power to the spark plug. We're going to take a number 8 and open up the screw. Like so, put it somewhere that's safe, and then you pull this out. One thing you want to check on these, make sure there's no oil here, no oil on the ring. If there's oil, that means you got a leak on the gas on the valve covers. So there's no oil here. Now we're gonna go and open the spark plug. I'm using a 5/8 socket for the spark plug. This is the spark plug socket that you see it has a rubber inside. Now you're gonna have, sometimes you will have issues with these spark plugs being very, very hard to open. So take your time. You don't want to put too much pressure. All right, so this was easy. This wasn't that hard to open. So hopefully the other ones, if the plug is bad, I'm just gonna go replace all the plugs just to be on the safe side. All right, it's the moment of truth. Holy moly. Look at that plug. That's one dirty, dirty plug. There's a lot of buildup on this thing. Holy moly, I don't like that. So we're gonna open the other ones up. We're gonna replace this one, turn the engine on, see if this was the problem. And if so, I'm just gonna replace all the other ones. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so I changed all the spark plugs, and the car has been on the road for about a couple of days now since I've done the spark plugs. And one thing came to mind, that as I was taking out these ignition coils, the cylinder number 3 just popped right out. Usually these supposed to have some sort of suction. It creates a suction as soon as you squeeze on top of the spark plug. But this one just popped right out versus all the rest of the cylinders. I had to sort of struggle to pull them out. So we went and got another one. We got a new one. The check engine light has been turned off completely. And I think if the ignition coil is bad, it's going to create, it won't actually fully spark every time. So it's going to be lacking performance. But at the same time, because of the not fully igniting the fuel, it creates a carbon buildup. And that was the only reason only one cylinder had that carbon buildup. And I'm going to put the picture of all the spark plugs I took out, and in comparison to the number 3 cylinder. And number 3 cylinder was the only one that had a major carbon buildup. So now, as I replace, this is the old one. It doesn't look damaged. It doesn't look that it's been worn off. There's no indication of arcing or anything like that. I just feel like the ignition coil was at the same time bad, or it has gone bad because of short and all that stuff. So we put a new one in there. We turned the car on. Now the car tends to turn off at, when we come to a stop. So the check engine light has not come on, so it has cycled through all the codes for it to basically see if there's any error messages. I'm not picking any codes up at this time from the car, so I'm thinking there's other issues in hand. It could be a vacuum issue, it could be a sensor issue. If it was a sensor issue, this thing would have pushed out a code. So it's not a sensor issue. I'm guessing it's some sort of vacuum issue that's causing this car to stall. So that's going to be another episode for you guys once I troubleshoot this. But leave your comments down below if you know why the F-150 2016 F-150 will stall if there's no codes. Okay, so let me know what you think. At this point, I have to go and search for this issue, because it's not the plugs anymore, because they're working. The car has cycled as far as any errors supposed to push out. So we're gonna troubleshoot on something else, and you know, if that's gonna be another episode, I guess. So until then, leave your comments down below, hit the like button, hit the share button. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. I will appreciate your input on this matter. Peace out.
Thank you.